Good afternoon. If you were to clone a loved one, such as a spouse, you would probably want them to be around your age, while in turn of you replicating them. That is impossible. If you were to clone yourself, they would be growing into adulthood while you're getting old. That would not be good. Today, through a lot of reading and research, I would like to speak to you all about cloning, how cloning is unjustifiable and bad for humanity and the entire human race. Medical research papers proves that cloning has a low risk and percentage of success. There are some medical concerns there that need to be answered. Today, I'm going to tell you why cloning is unjustifiable, explain medical facts, explain psychological effects that cloning have on the human brain, and I would explain the disregard of spirituality to human and animal species alike. First point, I would like to discuss how cloning is physically dangerous. Fung Institute for Engineering and Leadership reported dangers on cloning animals from adult cells. In these studies, they result in scientists cloned a sheep whose name is Dolly. It failed 276 times. After succeeding one time, they were able to clone a full live adult sheep. This is Dolly. If you can see, I'm going to move the poster board a little closer. If you can look at Dolly, this is Dolly. She looks a lot more frail, undeveloped. These are real sheep, uncloned sheep. They look healthy and normal, like a sheep me and you would know them to look like. So, Ian Wilmot, scientist who conducted research, states the process of cloning humans result in genetic malfunction, cancer, pregnancy issues, and abnormal births. This is Mr. Ian. As you see in this picture, he is cloning. That is Dolly, the sheep down here. That is the scientist who I am discussing with you all. Now, I would like to talk to you about some physical things that cause cloning to be bad and unjustifiable. Cloning is a replica of something that is real. And I feel that the physical traits that come with it come with mutation, abnormality at birth, as far as one leg shorter than the others. Those are things that come with cloning animals and could result in cloning humans also. Whitehead Institute for Biomedical Research confirmed 1 in every 25 genes usually come out and abnormally expressed in placentas from cloned mice and livers of these mice. stating that these animals have been tested and proven to have abnormalities in their liver and in growth and in other functions of actual life. Even though some scientists believe cloning would cure common diseases and rare devastating diseases, you also need to consider the psychological effects that cloning can have. Some of the psychological effects are cloning might sound promising, but it is also negatively affects those being cloned psychologically, meaning the brain normally grows and forms in a normal state. Neurons connected to blood vessels in your brain, chemical makeup in your brain. Those are abnormalities that will happen with cloning. Dolly didn't live long, just to let you know. Dolly ended up dying within months of being cloned. A lot of malfunctions. Journal of Evolution and Technology reports human cloning threat to our concepts of human identity and individuality. There's no individuality. Cloning comes from one cell and created from one cell. It doesn't start like a normal embryo would start. Now we have discussed psychological effects of cloning. Let's discuss how cloning disregards spirituality in terms of creation of life. Cloning disregards the creation of the life spiritually. NIH CRIP state, National Institute of Health states, Christian churches strongly condemns cloning and any research that creates, uses, or destroys human embryos. It's not good in life. I personally feel that those things disconnect us from our Heavenly Father, who is our source, which I feel is God. Based on the research and facts I've covered about the physical, psychological, and spiritual effects of cloning, I'm sure you will agree that cloning is unjustifiable. There are a lot of things and a lot of problems that come with cloning. It takes away the nature that life, reproduction, and the cycle of life that has been around since the beginning of time. Next time you hear a news story about cloning in the near future, remember the vital info given to you today. Remember, would you want to witness seeing a clone of yourself? Who would miss out on life experiences or his or her own experiences? Would have to play catch up at adulthood, or would you rather allow nature to take a course and allow a reproductive cycle to go through this process naturally? If I was you, I would pick the second, the natural process of life created by our Heavenly Father, who is the creator of this heaven and this universe and this earth that we live in. Thank you all. Have a nice day. That was terrible.
Yeah, you need to do it again.